This is going to be a terrific game. Oh, right out of the ground.
He's done it.
It's a beautiful shot.
And there it is.
The atmosphere here is electric. That'll certainly get him going.
You make me feel so alive.
And a very warm welcome to everybody all over the world who joins us for the first time. A glorious day here. As they used to do in preparation even for a tour as big as this. We're waiting for Morne Morkel, who will bowl the first ball of his final test match series. He's announced he will retire after this one. It's Morkel to Bancroft, and immediately a sign of some bounce. And Graham, you talked a little bit about the sort of bounce that you'd get here at Kingsmead. Tennis baller, you called it.
Yeah, well, if there is any bounce in the surface, Morne Morkel's going to get it.
It's not so far away, I'll tell you. Oh, Morkel really liked it. As ever with him, the issue will be bounce, I think. Height.
It looks like we're going to have a review.
It's Kumadamisina who's given it not out. Remember, it has to be very convincing, this, to be overturned. Is it too high? Is it missing leg stump? I don't think there's nothing on ultra edge, so he hasn't hit it. That's it. See where Cam Bancroft's bat is pointing? It's a problem that he's worked on. The review will go against the South African. The Kumadamisina getting the decision dead right, Alan. That's a good run. Drop it and go if you've taken the pace off it.
Probably closer than initially thought, that run.
Beautiful stroke. In the slot, you have to say, but lovely, easy timing from Bancroft.
This is where he is very strong, Cam Bancroft, drifting down the leg side and just helped along his way.
Just pumps it down the ground. The best of Warner.
Just slightly over pitched and quickly onto it, David Warner. He doesn't miss out too often on opportunities like this.
Hey, it's lovely bowling. Do I play? Do I leave alone?
It's very obvious that Philander's trying to be fuller to Warner's. Almost a bad leave from him, just going over the top of the stumps.
Got him. Beautiful bowling. The first strike of the series, and it goes to Vernon Philander.
Yeah, you've got to think that Bancroft played a mind game on himself there, looking to get outside the line, down the crease to Philander. just to mess with his length. The land has just gone a touch wider and found the edge. Great ability to adapt to what he sees the batter doing.
Cameron Bancroft for 5. South Africa have their first. It's 15 for 1. Right, Usman Khawaja strolling to the middle, as is his way. Gives that a bit of clatter, and that's exactly the point that Graham Smith made about 15 minutes ago.
Well, that's cracked away through the covers. That's nicely played. It's an elegant shot from Khawaja for 4. Oh, he loves that. He loves playing that shot. Pounces on anything that's slightly short that he can pull away. Good shot from Khawaja. There's a bit of turn there first up. It's a very good delivery. Maharaj likes that, and he likes that a lot. I think Faf du Plessis liked it as well. He's running up very smartly to have a chat to Maharaj. They'll rely on Quinton de Kock, and they do decide to send it upstairs. I wonder if it was turning too much.
That's a great start from Maharaj. Absolutely brilliant. Lands it on the perfect length. Once it pitches, there's a different purchase. Hits the back leg. This could be close.
First replay lets us know that there's no inside edge of the willow.
And the result is missing. Oh dear. So both the reviews have been lost by South Africa. And we did say that the ball had turned prodigiously. And there's an example and showing exactly that fact.
That's away, and that's gone for 4. That's nicely played. Good shot.
When you come into the attack here in Durban, you want to be searching for a slightly fuller length. It's going to take a while for Rabada just to adjust. Second delivery slightly overpitched and beautifully tucked away through mid-wicket.
Oh, it's a beauty, and it's a great catch. What a snaffle that is. That is a magnificent grab from Quinton de Kock, but Rabada into the attack, and he does the business.
Yeah, brilliant from KG. Just took 4 deliveries to find the ultimate length. Hovering around that off stump, just nipping across Khawaja. It takes the edge, and a brilliant catch to his left hand, Quinton de Kock. Absolutely brilliant. Exactly what South Africa were after. They've picked up their second.
Perfect line and length to the left-hander, just going across. Usman Khawaja had to play at it. And Quinton de Kock does the rest. It was a beautiful catch. He moved really well. Usman Khawaja will be disappointed. He looked good. Gone for 14. Australia 39 for 2.
So ranked number 1 in the ICC Test batting rankings is the Australian captain. And he's in now with Australia in a bit of trouble. They would not have expected this after winning the toss in these sort of conditions.
It's been remarkably consistent, Steve Smith. Magnificent record, average of 63. Really held the Australian batting lineup together. So this is such an important partnership for Australia between Steve Smith and David Warner. Important that South Africa bowl well to him and bowl well to him early in his innings.
Always a bit of an edge. He's off the mark. There's no one down there. There's a couple of grabbers around the place, so that's going to go for 4. So off the mark with a boundary. That's good stuff from Rabada, picking up that important wicket of Khawaja. A dozen gone, 43 for 2.
Beautiful shot. Just eased it through that offside for David Warner. He moves along to 24. He's hit 3 boundaries.
Yeah, I said in my earlier commentary stint, Warner gets in. It's so difficult to control him. 24 now, just 36 balls, I think. 35 balls. He scores. He's a difficult guy to control once he's playing well.
Oh, it's a top edge. And it's pretty well played from David Warner as well. He had to turn his head at the last second. A bit of extra bounce from Rabada.
I don't think he was in control of this. Certainly rushed by Rabada, but he got enough bat on it. Rabada will be encouraged by that, though.
Uppishly through the leg side. It's well placed from Stephen Smith. He's a good player of spin.
looking to transfer some pressure onto Maharaj, not allowing him to bowl and get into his work.
Beautiful shot from Steven Smith. Got inside it nice and quickly. And puts it away nicely. That's his third boundary.
Steve Smith is very strong playing anything onto the onside, whether it's full or short, anything towards the onside, he's very strong there. Force him to play through the offside.
It's a wonderful shot from Smith. He doesn't miss out on the loose deliveries.
Well, it's not the first time that we have seen him play that on drive, and that gives you every indication of how confident he is and also how good he is through that onside. The ball is spinning towards the slips, and all the conventional batsmen will tell you don't play against the spin, but he has no problems.
Yes. And guided down through the slips cordon, David Warner. He just opened the face and eased it down there. So Australia moving along nicely now. This little partnership, 37 from 57. And Warner moves on to 39.
Fine stroke. What a way to go to 50. It's been a very well constructed innings from David Warner. 28th Test match 50. He's got 2100s. He's setting the game up nicely for his side. 4 runs. That's a good effort though by Morkel. I don't mind that. Get it full at the stumps. If Steve Smith's eye is good enough to consistently connect, well, fair enough. 95 for 2. He's got it. Fantastic bowling from Vernon Philander. And on the stroke of lunch, South Africa find that crucial third wicket.
Yeah, brilliant from Philander. He possesses such good skills, has such good control. And that's exactly what they would have wanted. A breakthrough in this partnership, and the big wicket of David Warner. Once again, it's Philander who produces. Hints like it wants to shape in towards the left-hander. Just straightens after pitching. Good catch at second slip by abdevilliers. And that's the perfect tonic for South Africa, leading into the lunch break.
Yeah, on pitches like this, you've got to cling on to every chance that comes your way. There's the frustration. And it's in complete contrast to the elation. Two sides in green caps, and one of them marginally happier than the other as lunch arrives on the first day of the Sunfoil Test Series that people have been talking about with such a sense of anticipation. David Warner gone for 51.
Tries to catch it, but to no avail. That's wept away. They should be used to seeing that shot. They would have seen some footage of him in the Ashes, the way he plays that so well, and he's played it so well already today. Another one there, Mikey, on the leg side.
Yeah, brings up the 100. 101 for 3 now, Australia. I don't understand this leg slip situation and trying to bowl straight. That's getting them absolutely nowhere. More runs. Eventually we hit that leg stump, Kips, but he was 204. The second innings, we said absolutely no chance of bowling anywhere near the stumps. Hit his outside off stump, hit the outside edge, gone back to the pavilion.
Sean Marsh averaged 74 in the Ashes, a couple of hundreds and a couple of 50s. Got 100 last time he was in South Africa. Has actually been earmarked as the reserve opening batsman if Bancroft doesn't get going, and that'll mean a bit of shuffling in the batting order. Average of 41.
That's a good shot. It was too wide and too short.
And a good example, I think, of an easy paced pitch. So much time to play that. It's that is a bit of a freebie, I'm afraid. 2 full, a little bit leg side. He's not going to miss out there. Wept away for a boundary, so that'll make him feel a little bit better. He's opened his account, 113 for 3. Oh, and he smashed that away. First ball for 4, short and dispatched.
Ominous. Steve Smith looking in great form. That was a real loosener, a short one.
Eased away. Just a bit of an open blade. No one down in that region. Dual the catches in the slips court, and also a short cover and a short mid wicket. So another boundary for Smith.
Went straight down, so he's in control of the shot. He played it late.
A little bit of an inside edge under the thigh. Oh, that was excitement from the South Africans.
Tough chance, very difficult chance. Abdevilliers, he doesn't miss too many. They're the ones that they either stick or they don't.
Yeah, not easy. But again, that should show South Africa where they need to be bowling. Bowl off stump outside the line of off stump.
Wonderful shot there from Sean Marsh. Very elegantly placed through that offside. It was a widest delivery from Rabada, and Marsh was good enough to put it away.
Nicely caressed. It wasn't a half volley. It wasn't an easy put away. The length wasn't too bad from Rabada. And just hits it on the up. It's all about the placement.
Too short. Too much time for Sean Marsh, and he eases it through the offside for a boundary.
Yeah, the surface is slow. Batters have chance to adapt. Back of a length, short delivery, almost a nothing delivery from Rabada. Just timed away through the offside. Uses the pace.
Oh, that's close. Caught him on the front. It didn't quite bounce, but a big Sean Marsh for pace. No referrals left for South Africa.
Some good decisions from the umpires this morning. A couple of them looked really good on first sighting, but they've got it right.
Keshav Maharaj bowls to Steve Smith. Mid on his back. Oh, Smith gets the single that Maharaj doesn't want him to get, and it takes Steve Smith to 50. Another splendid innings. Yes, a half chance, a quarter chance maybe to Abdevilliers. It's 24-50, the 2300s.
Just about every time he bats, he gets runs. It's unbelievable.
Not bad, nice and full, but the angles are bad. That's the problem. They work against Rabada from around the wicket. So here it is. It's hit pad first, and it's going on to hit the stumps. A review would have been in favour of South Africa, but the reviews have gone.
Now that might be out to bottom edge. It is out. Steve Smith is on his way, so that is a big wicket. Maharaj got him. His first test wicket he ever picked up. Maharaj got him in Perth, and he's now got him here the first time he's batted in South Africa on this tour. So that is massive for South Africa.
Yeah, huge moment for South Africa. It's almost like there was a bit of a lull in the play. And now we've got Keshav Maharaj. No problems with the front foot. They're just having a quick check. But that'll be just fine. It's a feather of an edge through, off the gloves of Quinton de Kock, who closes his hands, pops up in the air. De Villiers reacts quickly. An easy take in the end for him. And that's massive. The Australian captain's on his way for 56. Australia now 151 for 4.
Right, so that was a big wicket for South Africa. Brings Mitchell Marsh to the crease, who averaged 107 in the Ashes series, including a couple of centuries. And this guy, Sean, can be a very dangerous player. See, that's not a bad way to get going. It's a pretty ordinary ball first up, but he just hammered that for 4.
Kick of the earth from Keshav Maharaj. He's just picked up a wicket. New man at the crease, and he's given a bit of a freebie to get him off the mark. He still have to put it away. That's brilliantly played.
Well, that's hit him on the helmet.
They usually say that once the helmet gets hit, you should change it. Don't think that would have had too much effect on the helmet though. Just hitting the visor more than the helmet itself.
Beautiful shot, advancing down the track, but just playing a nice, strong drive down the ground for 4.
Seen throughout his innings the willingness to use his feet to the spin of Maharaj. And this is beautifully played. Eventually gets one that's slightly over pitched, and he can open up the offside. Just opens the face, caresses it through the covers, and beautifully placed.
That's a good shot, straight down the ground, and that's going to be 4 more. So a couple of boundaries, strong boundaries down the ground, and that over off the batting of Shaun Marsh. 166 for 4. Vacant third man, 4 more. Bit of movement in the air from Rabada. Brings up 1,000 test runs for Mitchell Marsh.
Good delivery. Length was good. A little bit of movement away. No third slip in place, but it wouldn't have carried to that third slip. He would have just been able to cut off the boundary.
There it is. That's the one we've been talking about, but that one going too far.
Would have been an umpire's call.
Oh, an inside edge. It was wide of off stump, and Shaun Marsh just going for that cover drive. That'll help.
Yeah, you'll take them anyway as a batter. Looking to transfer some pressure off the tee. For the big booming cover drive, bottom edge. Almost 5 for his work there.
Beautiful, beautiful piece of bowling. It was the right line and leg. And Shaun Marsh just fending outside the off stump. It was a bit of a nothing shot. And it goes through to first slip, and a wonderful catch as well. That's a big wicket they wanted.
The break South Africa were looking for. Shaun Marsh just feeling for the ball. A little bit of drift on it. Edge found. Abdevilliers doesn't make him.
That gets through. First boundary for Tim Payne.
Perhaps just a fraction short. Wasn't that bad a delivery. Found the gap. Just see the opening of the face of the bat to make sure it went behind the square.
We need to chase that. Good old-fashioned thump by Mitchell Marsh. Such a strong man. Fabulous stroke that is. A little wide, that's all. And Mitchell Marsh climbs into it. This is the sort of form that he showed against England in the second half of the Ashes summer. Not often Maharaj gets it wrong.
Too much width. Previously, Mitchell Marsh got one off the back foot and smashed it through there. This time off the front foot. Just too wide from Keshav Maharaj.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. Oh, and it hasn't carried. For a moment, I thought Tim Payne had knocked a full toss straight into mid-on's hands.
He was early on it, Tim Payne. Sometimes that temptation, the good bowler comes off out of the attack, and what you perceive a lesser bowler to be, just that lapse of concentration. So nearly carried all the way through.
Another full toss. Diving short extra cover. That probably does make it to the boundary.
He's trying to get it full, trying to get it to swing. It's popped in the air. And Markham launches himself. Couldn't get that left hand near it.
Likes to play an attacking, aggressive style of cricket, no matter what the format he's playing in.
There's nothing wrong with this delivery. Good pace, an extra bounce there.
That's where they don't want to bowl. That's what you can't do. They build the pressure and suddenly a freebie gets them away. The pressure is totally deflated.
Yeah, not good for Morkel. Pace and bounce and good line the ball before beat Mitch Marsh, and now just offered up a freebie on leg stump.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That really is superbly timed from Marsh.
Yeah, just fractionally full, but a good shot from Mitchell Marsh. Just great timing and the placement excellent.
This will be a test.
Tim Payne looking over at the square leg umpire. Is he not happy with the light? The light's on. Bad light always plays a factor here in Durban.
That's fine, and that's gone for 4. Oh, good luck, Quinton de Kock. That's gone for 4 byes. So 8 runs off that over, 221 for 5. That's away, well behind square, and that's going to go for 4. He's strong.
Just a couple of boundaries in the last few overs.
Tidy stuff from Maharaj. 225 for 5. And the light meters are coming out. Now these umpires, the ICC guys, have got a bit sneaky these days. We can't get any readings. In the old days, or not so long ago, we used to get readings. In fact, the umpires, I think, have said it's too dark and they're walking off. Right, so let's have a look at what has happened today. This is day 1 of this series. What a fascinating series it's going to be. 4 test matches. This is the first day of Australia being here, and what a battle it promises over the next month. Australia winning the toss. Bancroft will be disappointed with his dismissal. Warner will be also disappointed, but for a different reason. He got out just before lunch on 51. Kawaja played pretty well for his 14 and was a bit of a surprise when he edged that delivery. Smith, 56 of 114 deliveries. Sean Marsh, 40 of 96. And there's 3 batsmen getting 40 or 50 and not kicking on, which is not the Australian way. But at the moment, it's Mitchell Marsh not out on 31 and Payne not out on 21. 225 for 5 it is. It's got him. There's a neck. So that second new ball has done it, and he is pumped up. Rabada is seriously pumped up. Hard work from him yesterday, hard work again this morning, and now he's been rewarded.
South Africa with that second new ball, they would have been hoping it was going to impact. It has. Payne's on his way for 25, 237 for 6.
Last time South Africans saw this guy was 2011. He got man of the match at the Wanderers when he was 19 years of age. Oh, that's not too far away. And he knows it.
It's good leaves and bad ones. I think this one goes down as a goodie.
Another sponsor sticker. Great emotions from Rabada at the moment.
Ooh, that's quick and just clipped him. It may have just picked up that arm guard. It is. So the umpire's given it leg byes. Didn't quite bounce at all. Oh, he hit it pretty hard, Mitch Marsh. Look at that again. If it did, yes, it did carry, of course. Well, I know it goes down as a chance, but it's probably just a half chance, not even that. That's a good shot, and he's off the mark. At least 2 for Pat Cummins. And to be annoyed at that Morno Morkel, because often when you want that, you only want to keep that guy back on strike. You don't want him to get to 3 and get down the other end.
Maharaj is the man.
Good change from South Africa. They've got Maharaj into the equation earlier rather than later. The ball's still new. It's hard, and this one just slides on.
In between bat and pad, so but that's the end of Cummins. He's gone for 3. Australia 251 for 7.
Mitchell-Starc, who loves to strike the ball, mainly mid-on and straightish mid-wicket. There is 2 areas, sometimes squarish mid-wicket too. Thick inside edge gets Starc away. Does he come back? He does come back, and a little slip, but a slide, and a mistake, and a boundary. Oh, that's quick, and it's safe. Really good short pitch delivery from Morkel. Fabulous stroke. Maybe the stroke of the innings.
End of the 94th, 264 for 7. That was quite brilliant from Mitchell-Starc.
See if there's any spin out of that rough. Doesn't look as if there is, actually. Oh, there is there.
This is probably a sign of what we're going to see more and more of as this test match unfolds. A little bit of turn out of the rough. Takes the inside edge. Did carry.
That's exactly what Mitchell-Starc likes to do. Well, this is already a good little adventure from Starc. It's 271 for 7. So, as we say, options long on, mid-wicket, and occasionally this sort of slog sweeps like thing. Or
See, that's a terrific shot. That really is nicely played through the covers. He has been in really good form, Mitchell Marsh. He's showing his promise now, really coming to the fore for Australia. That's another 50.
Mitchell Marsh, the way he got to his 50, a patient knock from him. He's really learning how to build a test match innings. He's still got that power, and given the opportunity, he was very strong square of the wicket, and obviously driving. A very good job putting together a very valuable score for his side, and he's still there.
He's clubbed that, and he's clubbed it a long way. That is a good shot. He only knows one way, Mitchell-Starc. It can be very effective, and if he bats for anything about 40 minutes here, it will be. So Marsh not out 55. Starc 15 balls now for 25. So Graham, Evan Flint, who was groundsman of the year last year, made a comment a couple of days ago. He was saying because he has 3 tracks at Newlands that he's got to use for internationals because of the positioning of cameras, etc. And he said they're getting worn out, even though the surface that he's providing is good. Oh, that's hit pretty well. Extremely well, in fact. And that's gone for 6 more runs. These are really handy runs for Australia. Now we're feeling pretty relaxed, that change room now. Bowled him. That is a beauty. That is a terrific delivery. That has found the gate.
3 balls to lunch. Maybe thought, let me just see this out, and he's got defensive for the first time. Maharaj hits that off stump. He'll be happy. Starc has had the better of him. Big wicket for South Africa. Lift their spirits for the lunch break. Starc gone for 35. 300 for 8.
Lyons played a lot of gutsy innings actually down the order. He's a good, courageous tail ender. Michael Holding and Kepler Vessels are alongside me in the commentary box.
Good afternoon, Marcus. Very interesting cricket so far. Some may think it's a little bit turgid, but just a score on the board will get Australia thinking positively. Get over 300 runs having batted first. They were tottering a bit earlier on, but they should be a bit more pleased now. It's going to be a long haul for anyone getting runs, anyone taking wickets.
So what does Mitchell Marsh do? Does he continue to play this way, or does he look to attack a little bit more now?
What a lovely stroke. He just drops the bat on it. And he's got timing, he's got power, and at the moment he's got great control of the bat face.
Yeah, this was superb. Didn't try and hit this too hard. Pure timing and placement. Full face of the bat. Beautiful.
Well, there was no chance really, even for someone with brilliant reactions, which AB certainly has.
A fraction too wide. Vernon Philander this time. Firmly struck there by Mitchell Marsh. He does hit the ball really hard. Catchable height, but went very quickly, and he's also quite close there, abdevilliers.
And that'll go for 4-2. A very frustrating little period here for Rabada, and a good one for the Australians.
Handy boundaries for Mitchell Marsh too. He'll just be starting to think, can he get to the three-figure mark on 75 now? Someone to hang in with him for just long enough. If he does get there, it'll be a well-deserved century.
At the moment, as he drops it short, Mitchell Marsh just climbs into it. It's very un-Philander-like.
I'd be a bit tired, Mikey, I think. Pulling a couple down, he doesn't normally do that. Mitchell Marsh has been there for a long time. He's not going to miss out on those opportunities.
And there is no chasing that. Marsh rocking onto the back foot and powering the thing over the rope. Moving smoothly now to 87. Often an unlucky Australian number. What will it bring for Mitchell Marsh?
Loosener that one by Keshav Maharaj. Hasn't bowled too many bad deliveries, but that was too short. Mitchell Marsh starting to dominate.
Now they've got Lyon on strike. 2 slips a gully. 3 in the covers, saving a single. That's the place to bowl. Doesn't quite carry. I reckon a bit of inside edge.
He may want to think about standing back now that Lyon is on strike. Lyon is certainly not going to be coming out of his crease towards the bowler. Big edge there.
And back here live, Marsh gets a thick edge to the boundary because there's no slip in place.
Slightly fortunate boundary, but he'll take it. He almost deserves it once you've got to the stage in the 90s. Finds it outside edge, the ball tailing back from Vernon, just outside the off stump. And because he's on 92, that means there's no slip in place. So no one to take the catch.
Over the top, oh, taken. Morne Morkel. He's picked out the tallest fielder out there, Mitch Marsh, and he's got to depart on 96.
He's been absolutely brilliant. Why he couldn't hold his patience just for a little bit longer, we'll have to maybe ask him at some stage. But he deserved 100. Decent length delivery. Tries to drag it away. And he just had to hit it probably a foot or so higher, and he would have had himself a boundary and 100. But not to be. Good catch by Morkel. Marsh goes for very well played 96. Australia 3-4-1 for 9.
Final batsman for Australia, Josh Hazlewood.
That takes it over 200 or 343. And that's a lovely shot by Nathan Lyon. He's played second fiddle while Mitchell Marsh was going strong now. And I think he might take the attack to Maharaj.
Fight through, grind it out. Another sweep from Lyon and 4 more. 350 up for Australia.
It's a good 350 as well. They haven't done their homework on Nathan Lyon. That's his only shot.
They have adjusted the field now, and he's in front of square. So let's see if he goes behind. There you go. Try the other shot, and it's going to pop it up in the air. It's 5 wickets for Keshav Maharaj. The first test match that he's playing on his home ground here at Durban, and he's picked up 5 for 123. His 4th 5 in Test cricket.
It's Dean Olgo's record. Tenacious player.
It's away. And away nicely as well for Dean Elgar. It's a boundary. Clipped beautifully.
Yeah, balance was good. He wants to hold his position for as long as possible with the shape that Starc gets. we said, Stark's going to offer you scoring opportunities as he searches for wickets. And Elgar doesn't miss out. Good timing. From my perspective, South Africa need to rotate the strike more. I think it's an area that Australia struggled to do to Maharaj. They can just tick things over against line. What a shot. Beautiful timing onto the front foot.
That's beautifully played. That's the third one that Aiden Markram has threaded through the covers.
Very aggressive start this. Markram wouldn't have seen a lot of the Australian bowlers, but he's liking what he sees at the moment. Attacking fields as you'd expect with the new ball, but timing them nicely. They shot through the offside.
More runs. Went pretty hard at this one. Off that thick outside edge.
The good thing about this shot, he threw everything at it. There's no half measures. And as a result, it flies over the slips. Mitchellstarc bowling a reasonable sort of a pace, but went hard at it. You get enough bat on it, it's going to fly away.
Oh, that's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. He's played some glorious cover drives today already. Tries to catch it, and he's really got off his own bowling. There it is. It's a leading edge into the attack, and he has struck already. He has improved dramatically over the last 18 months, Nathan Lyon, and this is what he does.
He's just trying to work the ball to the onside, and the ball drifting in to Dean Elgar and catching that leading edge. And Nathan Lyon, there's not too many better off their own bowling. And he's got the breakthrough for the Australians. Dean Elgar has to go. He's made 7, and the score 1 for 27.
Right, here we go. Hashim Amla. A ground he knows very well. Hashim Amla. He might have him. He has. That is intelligent stuff from Nathan Lyon. They would have thought a lot about Hashim Amla and how good he is, and they would have wanted to make sure they drag him forward.
Good revolutions on the ball by Nathan Lyon. Bounce and turn, as Alan Border said. Good flight as well.
Big wicket for the Australians and a double breakthrough.
2 wickets going down without the addition of any runs brings abdevilliers to the crease. His numbers are also brilliant. 50, 111 games. Some people are saying this may be his last Test series. That's a nice shot. That's a really good shot. Superbly timed from abdevilliers.
Well, this will be strategy, abdevilliers. He'll try and unsettle Nathan Lyon. He won't just allow him to bowl to him. He'll be looking to score rather than just survive.
Very quickly into position is abdevilliers. We're watching a very high-class player, and anybody who loves the art of batting will hope we're watching for a long time.
There were shouts of catch it, and they were expecting maybe Mitchell Marsh at square leg to try and get hold of it, but it was hit with immense power past him before he really knew what was going on. It's right out the middle from de Villiers. You can't just hover in back of a length against de Villiers. He's so quick on that pick-up pull.
Gorgeous.
This is when you know abdevilliers is at his best. His balance is absolutely superb, playing straight down the ground. He had one earlier today as he hit and made contact with the stumps at the bowler's end, but this one just skids past that leg stump. And that's brilliantly played. Straight bat, good balance.
Played. And well timed, actually. It was a tactic that the Australians, and particularly Pat Cummins, used a lot against England. Would be to bowl 4 or 5 balls, maybe a hole over, maybe an over and a half, banging the pitch just back of a length, forcing the guys to play off the back foot, defending mainly. That's out. It's worked. Terrific cricket. A big wicket for Pat Cummins. The wicket, maybe. certainly the third time. And it's such a big thing for a dressing room. You're going to tee now, and one side's completely buoyed and the other's somewhat down in the dumps.
Good delivery, because Markham does like to take on the short delivery. He didn't decide to do it in that case, stood up and played. He's gone for 32.
Faf du Plessis now replacing Markram.
Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Screams of catch it. Dropping far too short of Mitchell Marsh for that, Mitchell Starc for that, but the point made. A difficult guy to take on because of that physical strength. The bouncer always gets up to a threatening height, 59.4. And now abdevilliers on the hook stroke.
Always good to watch when abdevilliers at the wicket. He doesn't like the bowlers to dictate to him. Wants to take the initiative and take control.
No, no, no. He's hit him outside the line of off stump. Fine shot. Knows where the gap is. Probably premeditates it. Searches for the ball in the right area.
I think you'll find people with this sort of ability, Faf du Plessis, abdevilliers, that they'll say to themselves when they get to the crease, this is what I'm looking for. This is the sort of delivery I am hoping to score off. And they'll try to defend as much as they possibly can until they see that delivery.
Again, hits him outside the line of off stump.
Well, Faf du Plessis is getting right across to outside off stump, so that's what he's doing. So an idea for Nathan Lyon might be to try and come around the wicket. Faf du Plessis stands on off stump, then he goes further across, gets way outside the line.
And definitely offering a stroke. Okay, will tell us the situation. Hit him outside the line of off stump, and once it hits him outside the line of off stump, offering a stroke. Whatever else happens doesn't matter.
No one at leg gully. That's that awkward height, and on the slower pitch you tend to stand there and play it. It's a strange thing, Kepler. We talked about it a bit at tea actually with Graham Smith and Sean Pollock.
Type of the delivery that got Aiden Markram out, the surprise short one, very well directed as well, right at the body.
Fine shot. Quick of eye, quick of hand, quick of feet.
And perfect placement.
This man has some serious talent. Again, you can see the bounce here. That was meant to get a lot higher than it did. That was just above waist, perhaps 6 inches above the waist. And he was able to hit down on it. See the face of the bat turning immediately.
Oh yeah. Great use of the hands again. He really does have such a ball playing sense. Leans into it, gets the blade open, and it's a joy to watch him.
That's exactly where the gaps are. Got right to the pitch of that one. Opens the face against the spin, so not easy to do, but does it perfectly, abdevilliers.
And now Faf du Plessis joining in the fun and getting a lot for it too. Getting all that you can get on that occasion. A great little spell in the game here as two fine players look to reassert themselves and South Africa.
Excellent batting, taking the initiative, showing intent, Faf du Plessis, and doing it well.
Beautiful bowling. Did it carry? That was the only question, but the edge was definitely there. And that little bit of reverse swing from Mitchell-Starc has claimed the wicket.
And there's the hint of away movement, just a touch. And does carry comfortably. They just quickly had a check, the two umpires. And that's a massive moment in this test match. The South African captain has to be on his way through some good bowling by Mitchell-Starc. Just 2 deliveries into his second spell. Du Plessis goes for 15, 92 for 4.
Australians back into this game. South Africa 4 for 92. They still trail by 259 runs and the big wicket of Faf du Plessis. Good bowling there from Mitch Starc.
Tennis de Bruin. South Africa didn't play the extra batter in the Indian series, but they have now against Australia.
Oh, that's bounced a bit. And just past Tim Payne's diving left hand. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Just like Faf du Plessis, it's a good catch from Tim Payne. Number 5 goes down for South Africa.
Yeah, big trouble. Stuck on the crease, through the hands at it. Starc has been extracting a bit of away movement with his older ball. He's got his man, De Bruin, gone for 6.
Quinton de Kock coming in at number 7 for South Africa. 34 overs completed. And the ball just starting to reverse nicely for the Australians. South Africa 108 for 5. Josh Hazlewood to continue. It's a nice shot from abdevilliers. He's got a man on the D, but he's too good for that. Some wonderful timing from abdevilliers. Going along nicely. And that's his 50 up.
Very good abdevilliers from the word go today. He's looked really confident. He scored all around the wicket as he normally does. Played with a full face of the bat. A couple of good sweep shots as well. Always likes to take the initiative and did so today. Came in with South Africa again under all sorts of pressure.
We didn't see the best of abdevilliers in the tour against India. Wept away. He's not going to miss out there. That is easy for Quinton de Kock.
That'll settle the nerves a little bit. One out of the middle of the bat. Very full delivery and just worked nicely to the onside. Good timing.
It's a shot he loves. Doesn't matter if it's the quicker bowlers or the spinners, he rarely misses out in that region.
Left hand is special, isn't it? Getting back slightly short. Quicker ball from Lyon and very well played in the end.
That's well played. That's a sign of a bit of a confidence building for Quinton de Kock. 133 for 5.
Been a while since we've seen him play these shots. Loves it square of the wicket on the offside, Quinton de Kock.
Australia went on to make a good score, 351 in that first innings. Mitchell Marsh, very good contribution from him, a 96, and played probably his only rash shot for that innings to prove his dismissal.
Gee, what a shot that is. Hardly any follow through at all. That's just a hard meet of the ball and just punch it down the ground.
That's just pure class. Don't try and hit this hard at all. It's just a extension of that defensive stroke. Out of the middle of the bat and beautifully placed again. Shot selection has been excellent today, abdevilliers.
That's just classical. Perfect straight drive.
11 fours in his knock so far. Let's have a look at the blue balls. Back foot. Some beautiful drives. Often straight. And this is the last one. Bat sponsors are getting full value with that shot.
Good rotation of the strike as well, so mixing it up pretty well, abdevilliers.
That's a nice shot. That's gone very quickly indeed for 4. So these shots we're seeing now from Quinton de Kock are like him of old. Good to see. 10 off that over, 145 for 5. appreciated by Keshav Maharaj, who did a very good job early today, and also Hashim Amla.
So, Mikey, are you suggesting that South Africa asked for a wicket like this?
I'm suggesting that South Africa are asking for specific things and they're perhaps not getting what they're asking for because the groundsmen can't supply what they're asking for, but they are trying nonetheless.
Wow.
Back foot, showing his stumps really, just gripped slightly.
Yes, he kind of gets away leg side of the ball. Does spin, actually, in fairness to him, but he gets away leg side of the ball. 20 for Quentin de Kock, 150 for 6 now. Philander averages 24. That's okay. A very capable player. I'm, in fact, slightly surprised his best isn't a little more than 74. He's glad he faced that one. Ryan teased him with that little high drifter and he eased it through extra cover.
Philander making some important contributions with the bat for South Africa of late. I think he's working desperately hard to turn himself into an all-rounder.
Deficit 193.
Oh, that's an edge. That's a beautiful catch. It's a wonderful delivery.
South Africa really struggling with the left-armer's delivery from around the wicket, getting it to tail away from the right-handers. That one was almost nicked from about middle stump. But as you mentioned, BJ, it's been an impressive performance by Mitchell Starc. He's picked up his 3rd. South Africa have lost their 7th. Vernon goes for 8, 158 for 7.
Raj took 5 wickets, the left-arm spinner with the ball. He's got a bit of work to do here with the bat. It's been difficult for the middle order and top order batsmen with the reverse swing going away at 145 kilometres. Oh, beautifully bowled. Straight through the gate, did him for pace, a little bit of reverse swing. Hazelwood gets his first.
And Australia are now on fire. They've got South Africa in big trouble. They've now picked up their 8th wicket. Maharaj.
159 for 8 South Africa. They still trail by 192. Hazelwood's picked up his 1st wicket so far. Kangisa Rabada strolls to the crease. Didn't come back. But Rabada was equal to the task and will end up with at least a couple.
Bowling with the ability to shape it. That was interesting to see. That was the one that was trying to go away from the left-hander. I think he might be setting him up. This could be the big hooping in-swinger.
Oh, that's got to be close on the foot. There it was, Sean Pollock. Cracking delivery. It was 141 kilometres an hour and shaping back in. Does indeed. He's on his way.
A good delivery. Full, quick, swinging back into the left-hander and knocking over the stumps. That is exactly how you should be bowling to the tail-enders.
9 down South Africa. Morne Morkel to the crease. Beautifully bowled. 5 for Mitch Starc. Outstanding bowling from the big quick. And South Africa are all out for 162.
Spectacular from Starc. Absolutely brilliant. But it's been high speed, high quality from Mitchell Starc. Absolutely brilliant.
Great day for Australia. As I said, setting it all up with Mitch Marsh at the start. So the match summary, there it is at the moment. Australia earlier today, all out 351. South Africa all out just on the stroke at the end of play. All out for 162.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. We are at the start of day number 3 of this first Sunfoil test. We're in Durban and we've got plenty of blue sky again. The high expected is around about 28 degrees. We're not expected any rain during the play, maybe later today. Down the ground and beautifully struck down the ground for 4. That's a lovely shot.
Well, that creates a bit of a problem for South Africa. That's 4 more runs.
That'll be fine. It should be 4. Morné Morkel is very, very square. Bancroft now, it's his second boundary. 2 out in the deep on the leg side straight away. Deep mid on, deep mid wicket for Warner. And he's hit that very fine and past the captain Faf du Plessis. And he opens up with a boundary against the left arm spinner. Good shots, good use of the feet, hit it hard. And that will certainly give him a lot of confidence. 3rd boundary this morning for Bancroft. Through the gap. Very well timed by David Warner. And the placement was perfect. That's a good shot. It was just too short, but it was some good placement from Bancroft. And this time through the leg side. We're going to hurry for the second. Warner's got to go quickly, and he does. He's pretty quick between the wickets, but he was a little bit hesitant on the turn. So that is the 50 partnership between these two. And it's the second 50. We've got 200 partnerships. That's a good shot. Upright, elbow high, in the full face of the bat. And should be out, and it is. First one for South Africa. It was a rank half tracker by Rabada, and David Warner cannot believe he's hit it straight to mid-on.
The field was changed. There was a man pushed back at square leg. And there would have been a thought process that maybe a bounce would have been coming. I don't know if Warner was expecting it or was trying to preempt it. But it was almost just like a drag down delivery from KG. It was bowled at 148 kilometers an hour. Warner went on the pull. Unfortunately picked out the man at mid-on. It wasn't that short, but he was thinking I can get on to that. Didn't manage to do so. Catch taken by the sub-Mulder. Unfortunately for Australia.
Yeah, here's Usman Khawaja. Oh, unlucky. Hit very, very hard by Khawaja, and probably with spin on it. Great timing. Just goes with the angle of the ball. Very strong area that for Cam Bancroft. Might be out. Isn't out. Now, does South Africa go for the bob each way here? Probably not. But oh, well, du Plessis maybe out of emotional investment into this match here, the position in which South Africa find themselves. There's the desperation for a wicket.
It's guesswork. Oh, straight off the glove. Good referral from du Plessis. Never can be quite sure, but that is blatantly off the middle of the glove.
Decision overruled. Not a moment that Usman Khawaja is going to enjoy looking back. Another little fillip for the South Africans, and a very important one for Keshav Maharaj. Khawaja goes for just 6. It's 71 for 2. Right, Steve Smith. On the back of Usman Khawaja's mistake, Steve Smith takes guard. Remarkable performance of 63.6 in Test match cricket, averaging about 74, I think, since he became captain.
That's nicely played. That's not a strong point by any means for Bancroft, but that's nicely played. That's away. That's nicely controlled as well. Right over top of that one. That's a nice way to finish that over as far as Bancroft is concerned. So his first over back goes for 10. 87 for 2. Oh, he's hammered that. And that's 4. That's a loose delivery that got the treatment.
Similar kind of delivery he got out to in the first innings. He wasn't going to make the same mistake.
in the air for a while. There's a bit of excitement, but he's hit it pretty well. That's a good shot.
Yeah, brilliant shot. Brings up the 50 for Bancroft. He's been in search of some runs and really wanting to get on the scoreboard and show that he belongs at this level. And that'll go a long way to securing things for him. His second Test 50. He's looked pretty comfortable in the second innings and played nicely.
He's got a wicket. So starting again now. Maharaj just enough turn past the outside edge. Bancroft played really well for 50, but he won't be happy with that dismissal, surely. Has a reputation of being a fine player of spin bowling, Marsh.
Or maybe he is. Punches it down the ground and goes for 4.
Good way to start his innings, Sean Marsh. Confident movement down the pitch, good use of the feet.
No, nobody back there. Smith using those strong wrists of his, and Vernon Philander wisely not attempting too much. However, you get it slightly wrong, and at Test match level you pay.
He was going for the big Yorker, but enough bet on that. Nicely worked. For 4, fine. Elgar's up. And the fingers up as well. Dean Elgar has got himself another one. Steve Smith's going to send it upstairs.
And this will be a massive moment for him. Just brought into the attack. 4 deliveries it's taken. And he's got himself an umpire's call as out. Oh, that's good enough for me. We'll have to just see what Hawkeye tells us. That did purchase, didn't it? Straightened a bit.
Yes, we were talking about the drift that he would get, and would he be able to spin it back? Well, if it continued to drift down the leg side, I think you could safely say it would have missed, but that did not continue to drift. It pitched and straightened.
There'll be no heartbeat here.
No bottom edge involved. Comfortably over the top of the ball.
He's going to celebrate in a big way. Dean Elgar, he's going to be very happy with this. Let's have a look and see what the end result is. He's going to see red, Steve Smith. What a wicket for Dean Elgar. He will be talking about this for a long, long time. It's the end of the Australian captain. Cunning bowling change from Faf to Passy.
Well, Mitchell Marsh, a top scorer in the first innings for Australia, comes to the crease. Oh, he's off the mark. And off the mark nicely, Mitchell Marsh. He's got a lot of power. Edged and taken. Beautiful bowling. Exactly what they needed, South Africa, and Rabada's the man.
He has looked really good today. It's good that he's getting an extended spell, even though he's chopped and changed ends a bit. Always happy about it. Good catch from Amla. Marsh wasn't happy because it's wide.
It's well deserved too from Rabada. He's been tooling hard all day. And Mitch Marsh, the top scorer in the first innings, on his way for 6 in Australia, 156 for 5. It's a good sharp chance, but it's good bowling also from Rabada. Tim Payne comes to the crease. It's a shot for LBW. He went right across Sean Marsh. And there's still one review left for Faf du Plessis.
He's going for it. Duplessis is so reliant on his bowler and his keeper. He's a backward square leg. Took the information from him and he's gone for it.
Well, the height will be a factor as well, but Sean Marsh went a long way across. You could see leg stump at one stage. No problem on the front foot anyway. He's batting nearly on off stump. may have just hit him outside the line of off stump, but there's not too much. There's not too much in it. It's a pretty good shout. I reckon that's a pretty good review. It's hard to see the angle there, isn't it? I don't think the height's a problem.
No, I agree. Might just be outside the line. Depends on the angle too.
Just outside the line of off stump. So the review stays.
South Africa feeling slightly hard done by on the umpiring stakes. They've got a number of umpires' calls that haven't gone their way. I'll be saying, why aren't these umpires giving one or two more?
That's close, but maybe swinging down leg side. Maybe pitching outside leg stump. There's a review left because of a couple of umpires' calls. It's close, but you suspect that again umpires' call would favour the batsman. Faf has been eager to review today. He realises that it's now or never. What does he do? He's gone with Quentin de Kock, who says we might as well have a look, skipper.
But he can't. It's been turned down by Don Sinis. It's taken too long to review it.
What?
Not too sure. He's just said no. It's taken too long.
It's a boundary. A lot of wickets have fallen on the stroke of intervals. And another one. Unbelievable. Tim Payne this time caught it slip off the excellent Kejav Maharaj.
They took a time having a consultation and a chat about the possible field and what it should or shouldn't be. And eventually they got it right. That's why there's a celebration between the two of them. They're going to just have a little chat together, the umpires. A soft signal probably will be finger up. And it should be out, yes. Abdevilliers believes he's taken the catch, and we'll just confirm it upstairs.
Well, I think it's carried comfortably. Let's hope that that situation where the two-dimensional replay doesn't confuse the issue. Sean Marsh has walked off. He seemed happy enough to me that the ball was caught, and he's probably got as good a view, if not a better view, than anybody. Yeah. No issue about whether that's carried. A slight fumble from AB, but no question about it being out.
Didn't only get all the fingers underneath, it got both hands underneath it, so comfortably carried, just pops up in the air. De Villiers recovers, and South Africa have picked up their 6th.
Yep, and a big moment. We're going to have it confirmed now. Payne for 14. That leaves the Australians 175 for 6.
A couple of days and a session to go in this test match, so just over the halfway mark. That's through. And it's also 4. It's nicely played. Really good timing from Sean Marsh. There's an edge, and there's a wicket. So he's got his first wicket of the match, Morne Morkel. That's what they could do with South Africa. That's what they needed.
A little bit of reverse swing across Sean Marsh. A good delivery. Good catch too by Abdevilliers. Rock solid at second slip. So first one for Big Morne. He's had to work pretty hard for this one.
Got it in the right area at one point, and that's all you need really. Sometimes all you need to do is just get that right delivery. Not a great deal of celebration from Morne Morkel, but you'll be pleased with that.
Over the top, and way over the top from Pat Cummins. Into the seats.
We thought he might change his game plan, and that he has. 193 for 7.
Edged and through the gap.
Out. Great catch. threw it up, Morné Morkel. Mitchellstarc went for the shot. And in the end, a very good catch from Dean Elgar.
There was an original strategy to Starc to have the slips in place and bowl across him. And then he decided to change and go to the square leg back. Dean Elgar looks like he's done himself a dirty with taking that catch finger-wise. Might have dislocated his finger and have to have it popped back in. But the wicket is a foolish length delivery going across Starc. We've seen he's not going to die wondering. And he holds out to Dean Elgar. Straight away, Dean Elgar looks at his finger. And the pace that he ran off would tend to suggest that maybe just one of the tips or whatever had dislocated itself and needs to be popped back into shape. I don't think it's broken the skin and he's going to need stitches. But Morné Morkel, it's been a good spell for him. He's picked up 2. Starc goes for 7. Australia 2 or 3 for 8.
A low bounce coming into the game. That would make batting difficult. Uneven bounce is harder than sideways movement. That's a fabulous... No, dropped it. Dropped it, unlike him. Abdevilliers might well have been saying there that he didn't pick the ball up.
Feels like everyone's in a bit of a state of shock that he's actually put one down. It's such a class act.
That's out. Beautifully bowled to Nathan Lyon, and it just carries through to Hashim Amla. No problem for Lyon. He walks off, comfortable that it carried. That's 9 down. Perfect ball, really, from Morkel. When the light's just iffy and the bounce has gone a bit iffy, that's all you want. You want to hit a length at off stump, the old adage about hitting the top of off stump, and keep making the batsman play. Possibly 4, definitely 4. Morkel too full. Hazelwood more than good enough. Means the lead passes the 400 mark.
It looks like that might be it. He's hit one out of the middle of the bat and bad light has stopped it.
Yeah, clearly that's the way to do it. Hit a boundary, look like you're seeing it well, and then the umpires take you off.
Well, it's quite bright, isn't it? Bad light, stop play.
It's probably the next couple of test matches. Few starts down that batting order, nobody really going on and getting a big one, but enough to create a significant lead.
Feel so alive. Feel so alive.
Now a warm welcome to everybody all around the world who joins us. The 4th day's play here at the Sahara Stadium in Kingsmead, hot and steamy. Typically humid weather here in Durban. We'll head up to the commentary box and say hello to Graham Smith, Michael Holding and Mike Hazeman.
De Kock's gone up. He was about the only one that went up in a big way. Maharaj just signalling to Faf du Plessis and also Quinton de Kock, and Faf's looking for advice from de Kock. I don't think that's worth... It is going upstairs. So they're having a look. Relies heavily on de Kock's advice. Does Faf du Plessis? That one's fine. Let's have a look and see what happens down the business end.
I just suspect that when you take that long to decide that you want to send it upstairs, there's doubt. There's just too much doubt for you to be sending it upstairs. So many people talk about the DRS, why it was brought into the game, to correct bad decisions. There's no way that's going to be a bad decision. That's gone.
Yeah, we're looking for the perfect science these days. Outside the line of off stump by some distance. South African players, by the way, are already back in their position, so realise this is a no-go.
As a bowler, how can you think that that is a bad decision that the umpire has made? You're hoping.
club, that one. That's gone some distance. That's a very good connection. He's a dangerous player, this Cummins.
That's why they have gone back to bat again. Give Cummins an opportunity to get some more runs. Give him the chance to frustrate South Africa.
Dragged it on. So that's another wicket for Maharaj. He's picked up his 4th. So the good thing about that for Maharaj is that is now career best. 9 wickets in the test match, going past his previous best of 8. Congratulations to Maharaj, but gee, Australia, they have set a big total here, 416. They can feed off this guy, Graham. Simple as that. They can feed off this bloke.
Absolutely. It's been a key cog in the success of this test team over the last year and a bit. Made some important contributions, and today is going to have to be another one of those. Hayden Markram looked good in the first innings, timed the ball well, got to 30 and got out. Test record, his first 7 matches is excellent. 200s, 250s. Wayward South Africa like 143 from him.
Full toss, he's away. Outfield's quick. It's also the short boundary. Nice way to start.
It is. We spoke in the first innings that Starc is not afraid to bowl full and search for wickets.
No third man, found the gap. That's gone for 4.
After the last delivery he bowled, give him a warning. Whipped away nicely behind square for 4 by Dean Elgar. Down on it either.
4. Markram with the same attitude as he had in the first innings. In other words, if there's a chance to score, I'll take it. And there is that stroke at the top of the ball's bounce. Good batting. Beautifully done. Extra pace, bounce. Elgar feeling for the ball, and it costs him.
Disappointing test match for Dean Elgar. He'll be disappointed with this shot as well. He could have let this one go. Just played outside his eye line. A tentative defensive shot. Normally he would deal with that pretty easily when he's playing well, but not today. So Australia get there first. That all-important early breakthrough. Playing away from his body. Dean Elgar, as we said, he just followed this delivery. It moved away a fraction, but it was the extra bounce that got him.
He intimated as he walked off, just 3 or 4 meters after he'd been dismissed, oh, I should have dropped my hands. Good bowling from Starc. That's what a fast bowler can do to you, draw you into shots that you shouldn't play. Elgar goes for 9, South Africa lose their first, 29 for 1.
Hamler's record is standout, amongst the best there have been in the game in the last decade and more.
Yeah, well played. Good use of the feet as well, and gets the reward of a boundary.
Outstanding shot from Harsh Amla. Hasn't been out there a long time, and after his first innings dismissal, looks like he's going to go after the bowling a bit more. Good use of the feet. Excellent timing.
Close, very, very close. May have been a high, he's given him. Well, I thought the height and maybe going down the leg side, but as I said, Amla gets that initial movement back and across, so when he does get hit on the pad, it's always going to be close, and he's reviewed it.
Yeah, I think he's quite within his rights to review this one. Did hit high on the pad. He was caught on the popping crease with this delivery, but yeah, to the naked eye, might have been a bit high.
Well, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? You can see the leg stump there. And this will be it. in line and hitting the stumps. It's the umpire's call, and Hassan Amlar's on his way. And South Africa lose their second.
He's generally targeted the pads of Hassan Amla in this innings. As AB said, he gets a long way across. Hazelwood gets him again for the 6th time. The move of Steve Smith to get him straight away works. Amla gone for 8. South Africa now 39 for 2.
Well, AB de Villiers was the main man in the first innings for South Africa. And once again, he strolls to the crease with the weight of the nation on his shoulders. Oh, that's close. It's got to be given, surely. Gee, did it look good? Did he get bat on it?
Outside the line, I think, BJ.
Getting too excited, wasn't I? Could that be out? You wouldn't believe it. Getting run out in a test match. David Warner, superb. There's an E pumped up. And AB de Villiers cannot believe it. With some good work by Warner. Nathan Lyon called for it. He went down a long way, AB de Villiers. And he's walking off.
That is just horrible. I don't think there was a run there, not to the Warner, and then de Villiers had gone too far down, and that is out by a long, long way. Brilliant work from the Australian fielders, Warner in particular, but the end of AB de Villiers, and that is a huge blow.
Well, it was sort of his call, AB de Villiers. He was the one reining to the danger end, but Markram just didn't want to know about it. And they've just panicked and lost 2 quick ones, South Africa. There it is there. Markram, he sort of indicated, but AB de Villiers, I'm not sure if he called it, but whatever the scenario, some good work from David Warner, though. We hear the calling there at any stage. They went to the bowler's end straight away. AB de Villiers, he's got to go. Going for a duck, AB de Villiers. 39 for 3.
Faf du Plessis comes to the crease, South African captain.
Oh, and it just sort of shaves in, but it's well played. Well, the skipper picks it off his toes and opens his account with a boundary.
It's got him. It's a very good delivery. Pat Cummins is a special cricketer, and that is a huge wicket.
Yeah, brilliant. Just taking him 3 deliveries to get into this match on the 2nd innings. Nips back between the bat and pad, and the South African skipper has to be on his way. A little bit of tail. We've seen the ball starting to go pretty early. This is a really effective delivery. The line, the length was perfect.
What looked perfect until the ball hit the stumps was the forward defensive from Faf du Plessis. But as you can see there, the gap between the bat and the pad. Just too much of a gap between bat and pad. And the ball hits exactly where you hear so many people talking about fast bowlers should be aiming for, the top of off. Came back in sharply, found the gap, hit top of off. Another wicket goes down. Just 4 for Faf du Plessis, 49 for 4.
He's just playing in his 4th test match as Tinus de Bruin. 25 his age. They've ramped up the encouragement out there. Nicely worked away. That's a boundary for Markram. Beautiful shot. Nicely played, straight down the ground for 4.
Another example, if you get something to score off, you have to take up that opportunity.
That's gone for 4. So many occasions you compliment batsmen for playing shots.
Well, I think he wants to impress you.
Well, that did impress me. Nonchalant in a test match.
That's excellent footwork. Didn't quite get there, but it didn't matter. He kept going with the stroke.
Good intent.
And that takes Aidan Markram to 50. Really good innings. Comfortable, calm. And if he continues to show that control, he may go on to a few more, and hopefully for his sake to 3 figures and a real announcement of an international batsman.
He's got that away. That's a nice strong shot. That's important. Good work from De Bruyn. End of that over. 89 for 4.
Shot. Width offered. Can always be a dangerous shot out of the rough, but Markram just holds his shape. Doesn't try and overhit it. Another good shot from the South African opener.
Oh, that's beautifully played through the covers. Nice stuff. Lovely shot from Markram to sign off that over. So that's a good over for South Africa. 8 from it. 97 for 4. Oh, that's gone through them. Through the keeper and also the first slip. Payne certainly thought about it.
Brings up the 100 for South Africa, so another cheer goes around the stadium.
Oh, that's a nice shot. That's a strong shot again down the ground. Good work from De Bruyn. Another boundary.
Yeah, and a perfect illustration of what myself and Sean have been talking about. He's held his shape well. He's hit the ball back at the bowler. More salt in the wound for Payne.
Oh, that's a beauty. What a response. Lovely response. That is a terrific shot for 4 from De Bruyn. Couple of boundaries now in this over. It's another lovely cover drive. Some nice drives coming now from these two.
A good little session here for South Africa. Counter punching. It's obviously got a long way to go.
That's another one. That's beautifully played again. Really good shot. Gee, these drives are top draw.
That's a shout. It turned a lot. It's hit him on the back pad. If anything, it was probably going down the leg side. I'm not sure that Stephen Smith or Tim Payne were overly confident, and they'll let it go. 127 for 4. Expected. Oh, has that gone through? Is he nicked it? He has. Well, at the start, it didn't look like too much. Even Josh Hazelwood was surprised with Tim Payne, but it was a healthy edge. And the partnership finally for Australia has been broken.
Outstanding delivery from Josh Hazelwood. A little bit of extra pace and bounce. Just a little extra bounce off the surface in particular. And at the end of a very good innings, just a little bit of extra. And Tim Payne was caught in all sorts of trouble